Hello, Arlington. I am James Milan, and this is your Town Hall update. Today, we, as always, are welcoming our Town Manager, Jim Feeney. And we will be hearing, first of all, we'll get a couple of sustainability updates, and also that 3 more outdoor automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, have been installed at town fields. And then there's a new life-saving device that's being deployed in frontline emergency vehicles for first responders. So lots of safety today. And we also have a couple of invitations, including to an open house at the fire station in Arlington Center and the completed new high school. Plus one more invitation to attend the AMPUp Comprehensive Plan update public meeting. So lots, as always, to talk about. Where should we start, Jim?
Thank you, James. I think we should start with just a quick but timely reminder that under our new contract with Waste Management, there actually will be trash and recycling collection on Monday, October 13th. So during our contract each year, we're going to be observing 6 less trash holidays moving forward. So that'll provide some relief to our Friday route customers who are constantly getting pushed to the weekends. So just wanted to remind folks there would be no delays next week. But for the first sustainability update, pleased to announce that our Council on Aging will soon be transporting our older adults on a fully accessible, all-electric transit van, which will replace an older internal combustion engine COA van. So we'll commission this van very soon, as we have just installed the electric vehicle chargers necessary to support this fleet electrification effort and our larger sustainability goals. This new van seats 6 people and also does accommodate 1 wheelchair and will provide thousands of rides annually for our residents age 60 and over. Access to transportation continues to be a top issue for our seniors, so our COA is going to continue to work hard to enhance mobility and increase opportunities for enhanced mobility for our older residents. In the past year alone, the fleet of COA vans provided well over 12,000 rides here in town. And as a reminder, residents can schedule that COA van by calling 781-316-3400, and you can get transportation to programs offered at the community center, key community events, other in-town locations such as the grocery store, medical appointments, and really any other essential destination. So please take advantage and call the COA. And if you want to learn more about our climate change mitigation and resiliency planning efforts, visit arlingtonma.gov/climate.
12,000 visits? 12,000 rides? Is that what you said?
Yes.
In a year? Do the math on that. That is a lot of rides.
It's a very busy van.
Yeah. Clearly so. All right, great news there, and more good news, I think, to share, because more money coming Arlington's way. Is that right?
Indeed, pleased to report some additional grant funding. So the Housing Corporation of Arlington, or HCA, as it's more widely known here locally, in partnership with the town of Arlington, has been awarded an $80,000 Accelerating Climate Change Resilience Grant from the Metropolitan Area Planning Council. So this project will enhance climate preparedness at the Capitol Square apartment property, which is a 32-unit affordable housing complex in East Arlington, right in Capitol Square. So more specifically, this grant is seeking to fund a feasibility study to support the installation of a solar battery backup generator that would support resilient spaces within the units where residents can stay safe and cool during extreme heat, storms, and power outages. And then in addition to the feasibility study, the grant will also partially fund a services and civic engagement coordinator at the Housing Corporation of Arlington that will collaborate closely with the town's Municipal Vulnerability Preparedness Program 2.0, as well as collaborate with local community liaisons to engage the HCA tenants directly in climate preparedness planning.
So, yeah, well, good use of $80,000,
Yeah.
It sounds like. Excellent work to get it, and looking forward to seeing the benefits accrue. I had mentioned AEDs before. Perhaps you'll want to remind people what those are, and that 3 more are installed in local fields.
Sure. So first, our thanks. Anytime we're talking about this, it seems we need to be thanking one of our residents, Lynn Shambin. She donated the funds so the town could install these 3 outdoor automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, as we know them, at various town fields. She actually donated funding for 2 that we spoke about a few years ago, but the new ones that have been installed are at the Grove Street tennis courts, at the Robbins Farm Field on Eastern Ave, and at the Crosby Field in tennis courts on Winter Street. So an AED is a life-saving device used to help those experiencing sudden cardiac arrest. So should someone need to use one of these units while at one of our recreational assets, you would first call 911 so that they can dispatch emergency services, but they'll also provide you the necessary code to unlock the box and access the AED unit as time is of the essence. So my thanks go out to the Arlington Recreation Department, Public Works Department, and Fire Departments for their continued collaboration and for their work to get these units installed, as well as, again, Lynn, for championing this project.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, literally life and death could hang in the balance off of these, so this is wonderful that there's even more coverage in town.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the various invitations we mentioned earlier, I think you've got something else to tell us about.
Yeah, I think we can build upon the sort of thread of life-saving technologies because the Arlington Fire Department, this time in collaboration with Health and Human Services, has invested roughly $18,000 of our national opioid settlement funds to purchase what's called a Lucas chest compression machine. So this device, which will be on one of our frontline emergency response vehicles, is intended to improve outcomes during opioid-related cardiac arrests. So this investment is really well informed by recent guidance from the American Heart Association on the treatment of opioid-associated out-of-hospital cardiac arrest events, which emphasizes the importance of delivering uninterrupted high-quality chest compressions as well as ventilation, both of which are supported by this automated Lucas system. So this particular apparatus, when deployed, will ensure that the Arlington Fire Department is better equipped to handle opioid-related emergencies and deliver care that aligns with the latest clinical guidelines.
Given the amount of content you usually have to share with us, it's so interesting that you guys can do it thematically a certain amount of the time, because really that's a number of different things related to public safety, all of which are important in their own right, but really interesting to get all in one go. So with that, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk open houses.
Let's do it. And we'll continue the thread with the Arlington Fire Department, as this week, October 5th to 11th, is National Fire Prevention Week. So this year's campaign is entitled Charge into Fire Safety, Lithium-Ion Batteries in Your Home. So the campaign works to educate everyone about using these batteries safely and stresses how important it is to buy, charge, and recycle safely when it comes to lithium-ion batteries. So most of the electronics we use in our home have these batteries, as do many toys now. So, in fact, most everything that's rechargeable probably has a lithium-ion battery. And if not used correctly, or if damaged, these lithium-ion batteries can overheat, start a fire, or even explode, which is often why you get asked about them if you're going to be flying on a plane. So AFD is asking residents to look around their homes to familiarize themselves with what lithium-ion batteries they may have and understand the importance of using these batteries correctly to prevent fires. So follow the buy, charge, recycle safely approach, which is outlined on the AFD website. So AFD is also going to be going into all of our schools to relay this important information. But as we noted, on a more fun note, they're also going to be having an open house on Saturday, October 18th from noon to 2 p.m. at the fire headquarters, which is in the center of town at 411 Mass Ave. There will be a number of safety demonstrations, but also pizza and popcorn. So please do stop by if you can.
Yeah, always a fun event, I know, for those in attendance. But very, again, very good points about the safety in terms of lithium-ion batteries, because there is no house in Arlington that is not, does not contain such, I'm sure. And one more open house to talk about.
Sure. On October 25th, we will be having our final open house at the newly completed Arlington High School project. Ooh. After a decade in the making, we're approaching official completion a little bit later this month. Just this past week, all of the new athletic fields and the Minuteman Bikeway connector officially opened. So it is time to celebrate. Mm-hmm. And we are inviting the public to an open house on Saturday, October 25th, between the hours of 1 and 4 p.m. to tour the new facility. You'll find that it is a state-of-the-art educational facility that will serve us very well for many years to come. So please do come and celebrate this extraordinary community-supported achievement on October 25th.
Yeah, this is what I think is going to be happening to a certain number of people. Wow, kind of thing. I have to say, that's where I've been at. Yeah, it's really quite something, so yay. Last thing is AMPUp.
Sure. Also at the Arlington High School in the cafeteria on October 30th, the Department of Planning and Community Development, along with our consultant Stantec Services, will lead an interactive community meeting to update residents on our comprehensive plan and the progress that we've made. So they'll be able to summarize the public input that's been gathered to date and share the vision and goals that are informed by that input. They'll also present initial draft strategies for feedback and discussion, and these strategies will become what amounts to the core of the comprehensive plan moving forward. So a number of town staff and members of the AMPUp Comprehensive Plan Update Advisory Committee will be in attendance to facilitate engagement activities for attendees. So obviously a great opportunity to learn more about the Comprehensive Plan Update, ask questions, and give us your thoughts, feedback, and ideas as we work to finalize this document. Again, that's on October 30th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Arlington High School cafeteria.
Great. A public meeting for a public process, that is for sure. And obviously with a lot of public impact to come. I said that was the last thing, but there's one more.
Just quick thanks to the town staff and many volunteers and participants who came out to Town Day. Obviously we were all rewarded with essentially perfect weather, but it was an outstanding turnout and just an outstanding day. So I'd be remiss if I didn't offer my special thanks to all the staff who work on it all year round, including those from the Select Board's office, as well as Public Works and Public Safety. A lot goes into making the event a success, as ACMi knows full well. So I'd like to thank you, yourself for covering, but everyone at ACMi for being there in full force as always, and for, of course, contributing to all the planning efforts and making sure that it is an entertaining and memorable day.
Yeah, there had been a few challenging iterations in recent years, but you've just summed it up perfectly. Perfect was what it was that day. And you know, it's nice just to even think about it again, so thanks for bringing it up. Anything else you want to share?
That's it for today. Thank you.
Right. As always, excellent command of an awful lot of material, and we appreciate it. Jim Feeney is our town manager, and he has joined us for this town hall update. We really appreciate Jim's time. We really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. I'm James Milan. See you next time.